you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Bulldogs offense will be first on the attack. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Makes the grab.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got a man. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Dogs have this offense rolling. Thomas back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Let's see what they've got on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. On 30 short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And the Dogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's looking to pass. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will go to work for the first time. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
To the ground, he's got it again. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught behind the line. It's Gideon. Inside the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Thomas looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Takes the easy completion. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fitted in the window for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. With the catch, it's Akbar. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the single back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Thomas back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Toss to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Rides the back on the option. The give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station, and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Texas A&M going quickly. Dropping back, it's Holly. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
To the air, it's Holly. This time it's complete. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jamison. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Morse. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on second down. They'll try the run. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Thomas looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They go to the ground. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Thomas back to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Back to pass. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. Push down for the tackle.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll do it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. All wideouts, no backs. Sends it back in motion. Thomas looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll go with a direct snap. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Jamison. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the lone running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Georgia! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Boom. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. The Dogs haven't just been hungry. They've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well...
It's a running room. Running inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. A first down run on the doorstep. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move. There he goes. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Breaks the tackle. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. On the option. Now the toss. Runs through a tackle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to their running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.